6, when the clock strikes midnight Sunday, North Carolina will usher in more than a dozen new laws, from voting standards to new regulations for teenage drivers. WBTV's Ron Lee is on your side tonight, live, digging through the laws, finding how all this could impact you and your family. So, Ron, I understand there's some controversial rules being put on the books in the new year, right?
Yeah, John, that's exactly right. Not every single law is going to be welcomed by every single person out there. We are talking everything from how the government gathers information on its citizens to policing the darker side of the internet. As we ring in the new year, North Carolina is facing a host of new laws. Senate Bill 747 changes North Carolina's voting system. Now, this was originally shot down by the governor, but given new life by the General Assembly. The new law says applicant voters will be ineligible to cast a ballot if one notice is returned as undeliverable. Before, prospective voters had 2 chances to return required paperwork before getting denied. Also, starting January 1, according to Senate Bill 409, a new pilot program between the State Department of Transportation and the SBI will expand what electronic license plate readers law enforcement uses can do. The information collected can now help locate stolen cars, help identify missing people, and find people with outstanding warrants, but they can't be used for traffic enforcement. Thinking about buying a new electric vehicle? Well, get ready to fork over more cash because registration fees are headed up. You'll pay an extra $40, which will be going into the State Highways Fund, but it doesn't stop there. Fees are expected to go up again in the summer of next year by more than 19% to $214 a year. If you're a teen driver, you might not get your license as fast as you once thought. Under SB 157, you'll have to hold your permit for 9 months instead of the current 6 months before moving on to a limited provisional license. And finally, new age verifications on websites offering explicit adult content. The Pornography Age Verification Enforcement Act, or PAVE, makes changes which in theory will limit the access to graphically sexually explicit sites for underage children by requiring proof the user is over the age of 18, a decision not everybody is happy with. One of the biggest websites for adult content has disabled access to users in North Carolina because of what they call privacy concerns with the new law, but the system isn't foolproof.
The internet doesn't know if you're a dog. Now, the internet doesn't even know if you're a human anymore.
Teresa Payton is an online security expert and says just because there's a new law on the books doesn't mean there's no cause for worry.
So, age verification is a step in the right direction when it comes to internet services and really trying to understand, are we dealing with somebody who is of legal age based on state or federal regulations?
Now, Payton tells me that no age verification system is perfect. You've got to kind of understand that. She says there are always workarounds, including children using VPNs to hide where they are or their identity. She says it's really up to the households to monitor their children and to make sure that they're obeying the rules. In Charlotte, I'm Ron Lee, WBTV, on your side.